the kickoff, and to kick it off for Schlarman is Matt Bogan. The kick is away. It's a good one. It's going to bounce back at the 7-yard line and going to be picked up at the 2 and going to be returned by Westville there. Coming out with it for the Tigers is Jeremy Jones with a big fullback, Jacob Ford, Jason Boyd in there at tailback as well. 2 receivers split out to the right. The 1 receiver is Ryan Dudley. He's along with Chris Juris. Dudley made some dazzling catches last week in that game against Oakwood. Waiting to get set now, as the Schlarman defense, letting up 56 points last week, will look to dig in here in their first series against the Westville offense. Set up on the left hash mark, first down and 10. It's going to be a pitch. And straight up the gut, not much there, maybe 1 or 2. Randy Wheeler makes the kick. Get some people in there to fill in for those injuries, but it's been tough so far, off to an 0-3 start. Second down and 8, handoff up the middle, and I believe this is the big fullback, Jake Accord. Accord does make the carry, but we've got a flag coming in late, and it's coming in from the Schlarman secondary, so that won't afford to give up that type of penalty. Now Westville has a little bit more breathing room. First down and 10 from their own 24-yard line. J.J. Wright comes up under center. In the backfield with him, Jake Accord with Wheeler. The pitch now left side goes.
Ball carrier is number 28, Randy Wheeler.
Wheeler again, and he is going to be brought.
How many yards did he lose on that play?
Lost, looks like about 6.
Wow.
So negative yardage on the play. Westville gets the penalty to move them up, but now they drop back 6 yards on the loss. Second down and 16 from the left hash mark. Wright rolling out to the right, looking for Dudley, throws it up there. Dudley dives and can't make the catch out across the 30-yard line. Imagine a passing situation again, and J.J. Wright has shown the ability to get the ball downfield well. Here it's certainly a passing situation for Guy Goodlove's team. 2 first-year head coaches in this game. Tom Newbold for Danville Schlarman and Guy Goodlove for Westville. We talked to both of them before the ball game. Third down and 16. Wright rolls right. He is going to be pressured, gets away from the initial surge and throws it away incomplete. The ball is marked right now at the 18-yard line, 4th down. And back to punt it is J.J. Wright for Westville.
How many fakes have you seen so far this year?
We've seen a couple. Carley back to receive. It's a good kick. Carley takes it at midfield. Starts left, now comes back right, and he is racked up. He's only going to get about 2 yards on the return. But Schlarman does have good field position. It's real nice. The first week, first couple of weeks, perhaps a little bit too hot and humid for football. More like baseball weather, but the last couple of weeks have been good for high school football.
Well, you see some jackets out here in the spectators tonight, so you know it's fall weather.
Jake Zedrick at quarterback for Schlarman. He hands it off to Tim Spain. He's got a big hole down the right sideline across the 35-30. He's at the 20 and brought down with an ankle tackle up across the 15. But Spain looked like he was gone. He broke through a couple of tackles and picked up about 35 yards on the...
Hello, I'm Perry James, your Prudential representative for the Danville area. At the Prudential, we offer a variety of insurance plans to meet your needs, including auto, home, health, and life. For a free quote, give me a call at 442-5151 or stop by my office at 17 East Liberty Lane, Danville. Remember, if you don't do business with the Prudential...
And Schlarman driving down the field, a short gain on that play from the 15-yard line, moves it up a couple of yards, bringing it up second down and 8 from the 13-yard line. No score. Schlarman trying to get on the board. They have not led that much throughout this season, trying to get on the scoreboard here first in the first quarter. Quarterback sneak, Zedrick straight up the middle at the 5, spins, 2, dives, and has a touchdown. Schlarman with a touchdown, and they lead 6-0 just as go in the first quarter of play. And you've got a spread formation by Schlarman. We'll wait to see if they kick. Tim Spain waiting back there. They've got the formation where they can rotate into, it will be a deeper kick. It would be about a 32-yard extra point attempt by Tim Spain. He's putting the tee down. The line is set up to the left side with the center in the middle, and now they shift back to a normal formation. Spain set to kick. The snap, a high one, a good hold. The kick is low, and it's not going to make it there. No good.
Where members make the difference.
Bogan kicking off for Schlarman. It's taken short. We've got a flag down on the play, taken by Westville, and it's going to be up close to midfield to the 46-yard line. Wes Fisher getting set to kick from the 45-yard line this time, and he gets off a good one. That one's going to bounce back in the end zone. Automatic touchback. A decent punt. It wasn't a great return by Schlarman's Justin Carley that led to the score, but it was just where Westville was backed up so far, it was tough to get it back into Schlarman territory. Now a pitch left side to Accord. He spins out of one tackle and bursts his way out. When his fullback gets less than 80 yards, it's going to be tough for his team to win. He likes to get him about 20 carries a game, and he likes to see him get up there around 100, 150 yards at least. Second down and 6. Split backs in the backfield. One receiver split left. It's Dudley. One split right. The handoff to the fullback, Accord, and he is bunched up at the line of scrimmage by Schlarman. Hard man to bring down. So far, so good for Schlarman against the fullback Accord. It's now 3rd down and 4. So we'll see if Guy Goodlove elects to run or pass here on 3rd down and 4.
Are they typically a passing team, Matt?
Well, Guy Goodlove likes to start with the run. If that doesn't work for him, he's not afraid to pass with J.J. Wright. But right now it is going to be Wright passing down the middle, throws
Good
it, it's
pass.
caught, and does he make the catch? A bobble and incomplete. It looked like it was in. He made the good attempt, just could not hold on to it. So again, dropping back to receive the punt, Justin Carley at his own 43-yard line. Wright gets the kick away. It wobbles short, takes a hop at the 50, takes a Schlarman bounce. 45 and out of bounds. Held strong against Westville, and the offense gets the ball again. Jake Zedrick, who scored the first touchdown, is at quarterback. 6:52 left to go in the first quarter. 2 receivers split left. Pitch left to Spain. He bobbles it, regains. Now back to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to pick up a couple before being spun out of bounds by Ryan Dudley at the front. Spain really had the big run in that first drive, a 35-yard run, got the ball down to the 15-yard line, and helped set up the touchdown by Jake Zedrick.
Well, he lost momentum on that play, bobbling the ball, as you mentioned, and that kind of threw his timing off.
He had some blocking out there on the left side, but by the time he got there, the Westville defense recovered. Again, 2 receivers split to the weak side. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and a pickup of a couple on the... You're listening to high school football on WITY. Keep it tuned right here. We'll keep you up to date on all the scores in the area tonight. A lot of good ball games going on in the area, including that game in the Big 12 East with Danville and Champaign Centennial. Again, 2 receivers split to the near side, pitch right to Spain, cuts it at the 35, has a first down. He's at the 20, 15, 10, trips the tackle, and goes in for a touchdown.
Hilltoppers by number 5, Tim Spain.
Tim Spain, a 37-yard touchdown run, but we've got to take advantage of that penalty on Schlarman, which negates the touchdown run by Tim Spain. 3rd down and 17. Now they're back in their own territory from the 49-yard line. 2 receivers split to the wide side. And we've got a flag before the play this time. And 21 situation. They need the Westville 34-yard line. They're at their own 44. 21 yards to go. 2 receivers now make a 3 receiver split to the short side. 2 receivers split left. A definite passing formation. Zedrick in the shotgun. Looking right, throws it that way. It's caught, and it's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage. Justin will set up to punt it away. Tim Spain coming off the field and dropping back Kyle Davis. Dropping back deep is Ryan Dudley at his own 15-yard line. High snap, it's going to get away from Davis. He tracks it down at the 25, runs around at the right side. He gets a block at the 30 and end over end tackle at the 34-yard line, and Westville will have the football there in Schlarman territory.
Those kind of plays are really hard to stomach. I know they work on that over and over and over in practice, that snap to the punter, that snap to the place kicker continuously.
And they had a high snap on the extra point kick. The hold was down. I think it's just the fact where the kicker missed it. But there, the high snap hurt Schlarman, so the penalty negates the touchdown, and now the high snap gives Westville a chance to tie the game up or take the lead. Fake handoff on the option pitch now right side to Randy Wheeler, and he's going to be stacked up for a loss on Brian Henry. So Henry makes the stop. Going to be a loss on the play. Second down coming up. So this Schlarman defense, which has been tough so far, holding strong. And they've got a test here with Westville getting the ball in good field position. Second down and 15. 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter of play. Split backs with Wheeler in a court. Quick pass, an out pattern to Dudley. He can't make the catch. And uncharacteristic of Ryan Dudley to not make that type of a catch.
Wright has thrown 4 passes tonight, and unfortunately all of them been incomplete.
So it will be third down and 15 from the 39-yard line of Schlarman. 6-0 Hilltopper lead. Split backs, double tight ends. Now it's going to be a counter trap to Dudley. He's got a hole. 35, breaks a tackle, spins out 30. He's going to be about 6 yards short, though, of a first down in the play. Coming in with it is Chris Hughes, the wide receiver for the Tigers. This is a big play, both for the Westville offense and for the Schlarman defense.
We have a 4th and 6 for the Tigers.
Think they'll throw on this down?
I've got to think there's some way that Jake Accord will be involved in this play, possibly coming out of the backfield for a pass catch. Split backs, receiver split left and right. 4th down and 6. Rolling out to the right is J.J. Wright. Drops a pass off for Accord, and he can't make the catch. Great coverage.
Toppers from their own 30.
Harley split out to the left, along with Steve Brown. Tom Newbold likes to use a variety of formations. Jake Zedrick back at quarterback now for Schlarman. Pitch right side to Tim Spain. Stutter step move, and now dives out for a pickup of about 4 on the play. Second.
41 yards for 3 rushes so far. As you mentioned, 35 on the very first one.
Second down and 7, call it, from the right hash mark. 2 receivers split left, 1 man in the slot left, single back. Pitch left side to Spain. He's got some blockers out there, but coming up is Wheeler, and he makes a big stick. A flag coming in. We'll have to see if that's brag on the play. A loss of 2. 3rd down and 9. Lining up the left hash mark here on the near side. Moving from east to west here at Westville High School. Back in the shotgun formation. Zedrick rolling out right, being pressured. He's going to keep it. He's at the 35-40, has a first down across the 40 out to the 42-yard. According to his coach, Tom Newbold has improved steadily throughout the first 3 weeks. He's a 5'11" senior, 160 pounds, not a big guy. But we saw him make the good play on defense on 4th down, and he picks up a big 3rd down gain there for a Hilltopper first down. First down and 10 from the 43-yard line. Hand off to Spain straight up the middle. He's going to be tripped up and pick up about 2. In on 7. As we wind down here in the first quarter of play, 40 seconds. 6-0 Schlarman with the lead and the football. 2 receivers split left. And we've got a whistle and a timeout. Quentin Cahill split out to the left side along with Steve Brown. 1 receiver split right, 2 men in the slot. Nobody in the backfield. A fumbled snap. Zedrick picks it up on the shotgun, throws it to Cornett. He catches it at the 44-yard line, picks up a couple after the catch. That's going to be the final play of the first quarter. So Tom Newbold has to be happy with the results of the first quarter of play. It was a very good first half of play for Westville, really up until the final play against Oakwood. They dominated the first half of play. But Schlarman has dominated the field position so far in this ball game. They have the ball right now, 3rd down and 5 from their own 46. Zedrick avoiding a tackle, but not for long. He is spun down, and Zedrick tried to avoid him, but could not get out of the grasp of Matt Hardy, so a 9-yard loss on the sack by the big defensive lineman for Westville.
Tigers, number 30, Ryan Dudley, number 83, Jeremy Jones.
Back to punt is Kyle Davis. Remember the last time, a high snap over the head of Kyle Davis. This time a good snap. Davis gets a kick away. It's a short one. Takes a Schlarman bounce at the 30 and going to be down at the Westville 27-yard line. Westville came very close last week. They led that game against Oakwood 14-0. And Schlarman really had a tough game against the Georgetown Ridge Farm team that came in last week 0-2. And they were, of course, runners-up last year in Class 2A. And they came out and got that victory last week against Schlarman. J.J. Wright handing off, or he fakes the handoff to a cord, pitches right side to Randy Wheeler. He's around towards the right sideline, a late surge, and he dives out for a first down. Looked like he was going to pick. So Wheeler picks up 11, and that'll bring up 1st down and 10. As you mentioned, Dave, a good point. That really the first big play for Westville. The Schlarman defense up front with Cahill, Rundle, Greg Cahill, that is, Fabrizio and Hannon. They have done well in that battle in the trenches, and now a fumbled handoff, it looks like, between J.J. Wright, and he does pick the ball back with the orange helmets, black jerseys and black pants, and Schlarman in their Notre Dame white and gold, the white jerseys and the gold helmets with the gold pants. I guess the Hilltopper white and gold, but uniforms patterned after that of Notre Dame. Pitch left to Jacob Cord. He breaks through the first tackle, but doesn't get much past the 11-yard run by Wheeler. But we may see J.J. Wright pass a little bit more as this game wears on. 3rd down and 9. Split backs. One receiver in the slot right side. Wright rolls out left, throws back right. A cord slips and falls.
It was wide open, too.
Here's something that they have had to do a couple of times already. J.J. Wright back to punt for Westville. Justin Carley back to receive. It's a good kick. Spiraling. Going to be caught by Carley at the 20-yard line. Fakes right. Runs it back left. Across the 25 and tripped up. Josh, defensive lineman for Westville, taking a rest as Guy Goodlove instructing his defense. Trying to put up a 3-down and out stand here against Schlarman. Hand off to Spain. He's off right tackle. He breaks the tackle. And now Dudley spins him down. Had he beaten Dudley, he could have picked up. Has been quick to those holes, and he's gets up to that line quick, and Westville has had a tough time containing him so far. And if it's not for Ryan Dudley making a couple of saving tackles, he could have even more big yards in this game. But as it stands, he is well on pace to pick up 100 yards. Pick up, pitch out to the right side, and it's going to be Spain again picking up a couple. He's going to be awful close to a first down. The clip is on, and that's how they measure when they bring it out. You can see the man in between there marking it at the 35-yard line. It will be 1st down and 10 from the right hash mark. Handoff from Zedrick to Tim Spain. 360 spin. A low-scoring game so far. Schlarman with 1 touchdown. Another touchdown called back because of a clip. 2 receivers split to the short side. 1 receiver in the slot on the right side. The tailback is Spain. And it looked like possibly a busted play. Zedrick turned to pitch it. Did not pitch it. Keeps it himself. A flag coming in late. And this Schlarman team not looking like a team that has been beaten by scores of 42-6 and 56-8 the last 2 weeks, although they have played a very good schedule so far.
Well, they're moving the ball nicely tonight.
Carley split out to the right along with Steve Brown. Zedrick rolls out, throws it, and it's caught by Justin Carley Tune here to WITY as we'll keep you up to date on all the high school football scores. We should have a update coming in shortly for that Danville Centennial game from Champaign, as the Danville Vikings ranked 10th in Class 5A. Also a big game in Georgetown, Bismarck Henning, Georgetown Ridge Farm. A lot of action going on tonight in Vermilion County. 3 receivers split right. Handoff on the pitch, actually a pitch to Tim Spain. He's from the right hash mark at the 38-yard line of Westville.
Reminds me of that promo they run on television between quarters. You make the call, and they have these referees, all the different signals.
Pro formation again for Schlarman. In the shotgun is Zedrick. And he throws it out quickly, looking.
Tough time with that center tonight. He's really have some bad snaps.
Yeah, it's tough when you're back there, and you know you're going to get the pressure quick. When you don't get a good snap, it's tough to set up to make the throw. That was the problem that time for Zedrick. 3 receivers split left. Lone setback is Spain. Sprinting out left is Zedrick. It's caught by Cornett. He's at the 30, 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Schlarman. And that was a well-designed play by Tom Newbold. It was a straight sprint out by Jake Zedrick, and he hit his running back, Brian Cornett, who was set up on the slot to the left side. 39-yard catch for a touchdown. This time a good snap, a good hold, and...
Oh, buzz off! There's nothing beyond chlortrimeton. Ask your doctor. Use as directed.
Les Fisher kicks off for Schlarman. The ball bouncing. It's going to go out of bounds, and that was a risky play by Ryan Dudley. The ball did not kick her.
Yes, he is.
5'11", 250. He's got to work to get up there, but he does get a good kickoff once he does. Taken at the 20-yard line, 25. Dudley breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and he's finally dragged down by about 3 Schlarman players at the 50-yard line. So,
that's by far the best return they've had all night.
And good field position for the Tigers. First down and 10 from the Schlarman 49-yard line.
About 4 minutes left before halftime, so they'd sure like to get on the board here before the half.
Chris Jura split left, Ryan Dudley right. Split setbacks are Wheeler and Accord. Fake handoff to Wheeler, rolling out left. J.J. Wright throws it back against his body, and it's going to be caught up close for a first down at the 40-yard line by Ryan Dudley. Against the grain, you roll out left, throw it back against your body. A very tough throw. But Wright put something extra on it, and Dudley made a good catch.
That's his first completion tonight in 6 attempts.
And it will be a first down. Dudley does stay in the ball game, split near to the left side. Handoff to Accord. Bounces off one tackle, takes it out to the left side. Winding down in the first half. Second down and 6. Dudley still with that slight limp. Split to the near side. 2 setbacks. Handoff to Accord. And he gets one block, but right there, Tim Spain had a few cheeseburgers or whatever he eats.
Sure.
For lunch or dinner.
He picked up about 3 on that play, I think.
Third down and 3 from the left hash mark at the 33-yard line. J.J. right up under center, calling out the signals. Pitches left to Accord, and he is going to be hit down in the backfield. Westville will go for it. Not much of a choice here. Dudley split out to the far side. One man split to the left. Wright drops straight back. Gets some pressure. Looking for Dudley. Throws it. Intercepted by Justin Carley at the 15. He's at the 35-40. He's out to midfield. He's got one man to beat, 40. He's at the 35 and finally brought down at the 27-yard line. But the big return on the play, and Schlarman with 2 minutes left to go. A golden opportunity to get more points up on the board. They already lead 13-0.
That was a bad throw. The guy was double covered on that play.
Dropping back, Zedrick looking right corner. He's got a man, Fahey, and it's just out of his last interception. Again, Dave, you don't mind throwing an interception on 4th down, but it's just the fact that the big return, and Schlarman has a chance. 2nd down and 10 now.
There was double coverage on that receiver, and it was a badly thrown ball anyway.
I formation. Zedrick pitch Right side, Tim Spain. Looking for some room, finds some room. And he's out near the 20 and a flag coming in late. Looks like Jeff Smith may have got a block in the back on a Westville player. And that'll move it back for Schlarman.
Billy gets Schlarman on the play.
So that will push it back. 15-yard clip.
Flipping against the top.
And it was right in front of the official. Not much of a decision for him.
Number 10, James Goodrich, to number 4,
But
Charlie is incomplete.
the man back there pressuring for Westville, and just could not bring him down. And Zedrick hit a wide open Justin Carley, but Carley couldn't find the handle on the football. 3rd down and 22 with 1:05 left to go in the first half. 13-0 lead for Schlarman. The Toppers have the football. 2 receivers split to the left, 2 receivers split out to the far side, 1 man in the slot. Zedrick pressured and fumbled. He tries to pick it back up. Loose on the play at the 42. Let's see who has it. Jeremy Jones jumping on top of it, but Zedrick recovered it for Schlarman. Want to bring up a punting situation, 4th down. I think Westville does have 1 timeout left. We'll see if they use it. 40 seconds. And they're not going to use it here. They'll wait for the punt, which is kind of a questionable call if I'm right with that 1 timeout left, because now by the time they get the football back, they're only going to have about 10 seconds. A low punt. It bounces. Chris Hughes is going to let it bounce, and he makes a risky play by covering up the football at the 20. We'll see if they just take a knee. They don't have to snap it, and they won't. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that's going to be the end of the first half of play.
Fry's a good coach.
Number 22, Brendan Fahey, and number 33,
Okay.
Kyle Davis.
13-0. So much for the sarcasm, Dave. Now let's get back to the color commentary. Kickoff by Westville, a squib kick taken by Schlarman at the 30, and at the 35-yard line, Brian Cornett. And now setting up on the left hash mark, 1st down and 10. Schlarman will start with the football here in the second half. Westville got the opening kickoff. Jake Zedrick at quarterback, the senior. I formation, 2 receivers split to the left. Quentin Cahill and Steve Brown. Handoff to the second man through is Spain, and Spain picks up a couple. 2nd down and 8, and you said be out for quite some time with a broken hand in a couple of places. 2 receivers split out to the right, pitch right side to Cahill, cuts it back up the middle, or check that to Spain, cuts it back up the middle. He's across the 45 field, and it will be holding. So once again, sometimes you don't have much choice. If the guy's got you beat, you got to reach out and grab him. 2 receivers split to the left, 1 split to the right. Pro formation, shotgun Zedrick. Has the ball, throws right, almost picked off. 17 from the 33-yard line of Schlarman. 10:31 left to go in the 3rd quarter of play. The Hilltoppers lead the Tigers 13-0. Split out to the far side left, Clinton Cahill. Out to the right, Steve Brown along with Spain. The only man back in the backfield is the quarterback, Zedrick. He's being pressured and grabbed by the jersey and sacked. Andy Guthrie spins.
Bill team looks a little more fired up here in the second half.
I'm sure, as you talked about, Dave, Coach Goodlove in the locker room, I'm sure did not have too many good things to say. Again, a high snap. Davis has to fall on it, and Westville will have the football at the 8-yard line. The second time. Been something that has hurt Schlarman so far in this ball game, and once again, Davis, really nothing he can do.
You would have thought they would have addressed that at halftime, and perhaps they did, but it seems
of course, that's something. Snap it good, but the result wasn't there. A cord off left tackle, touchdown, Westville. Westville points. Jake Accord looked like a freight train that time into the end zone. Good blocking scheme by Westville. Jeremy Jones will hold. J.J. Wright will kick. The snap is a good one. The hold is a good one, but the kick is blocked. Good penetration. It looked like Tim Spain.
Athletic participation and a Christian foundation? If this is what you're looking for, then look to the Hill and Schlarman High School. Schlarman is celebrating 50 years of excellence in education. Call Schlarman at 442-2725 for more information. Financial assistance is available. Schlarman High School. Be a part of our future while preparing for yours. 8:24 WITY. This just in at the end of the first.
So some hockey going on in the Danville area as the Danville Wings opening up the Junior A hockey season. 2-2 in the first period, as you just heard here. Schlarman with the football. They fielded the kickoff. Kyle Davis took it back for just a couple of yards. First down at 10 from the Schlarman 28-yard line. Zedrick, hand off to Spain. Breaks a couple of tackles, bouncing his way, banging his way out for a pickup touchdown run by the sophomore Jacob Cord. So Schlarman, second down and 5. Split out to the left, Steve Brown and Justin Carley. The lone setback is Spain. Pitch left side to Spain. Cuts it out. And he's going to be brought down, tackled on the play by Chris Jerk.
On every play.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't catch them all, that's all.
It's just a matter of how much you break the rules. You can break them just to the point where they don't call it, and that's what you want to achieve if you're playing on the field. Rolling out is Zedrick. Looking right, he's got a man down there, and it's going to be knocked down, and we've got a flag coming in. That Dudley had a chance. He was interfered with, and it will be against Schlarman, and that'll back him up.
What, 15 yards on that one, or is that a 10-yard penalty?
I think that's 15, and that would make it to that double jeopardy for Schlarman, and that'll bring up second down at 25. Second down and 25 with the football. Jake Zedrick up under center, comes out with it, looks right side, throws. Again, the same man down there, basically the same. We got third down and 25 yards from the Schlarman 35-yard line. 7:50 left to go in the third quarter. Zedrick back to take the snap in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers left and 3 right, and we've got a whistle.
Allergies invade your world. Depend upon Chlortrimeton. Chlortrimeton tablets defend against the invasion by relieving your sneezing, runny nose, and itchy throat to help guard you from allergies' miseries. Remember, when allergies invade your world, oh, buzz off! There's nothing beyond Chlortrimeton. Ask your doctor. Use as directed.
It would be night in Danville featuring AGFA film and photo paper and a complete commercial studio. AGFA film and photo paper means quality and ESP is quick. Bring your film in the morning and it's out that afternoon. Or take advantage of the 1-hour express grilled onions, potato, and salad for only $4.95. Or how about a tender grilled chicken breast dinner, also $4.95. Or a complete meatloaf dinner for just $3.75. And enjoy homemade coconut cream pie for just 99 cents. Knowles Truck Plaza is open 24 hours a day, serving up great food and great deals just south of I-74 in Oakwood.
Welcome back, Matt Mayer with Dave Brown. Schlarman now to punt. They were unsuccessful on their third down play. The punt taken at the 40-yard line by Dudley, and he is quickly stacked up. Westville scoring on their last possession on a touchdown run by Jacob Cord. He's in the backfield along with Wheeler. Receivers split left and right. Dudley to the near side, and a Cord tripped up for no Westville football team. Trying to put back-to-back drives together, although that last drive was not exactly a long one, as they took advantage of the high snap by Schlarman and punched it in from 9 yards out to make it a 13-6 lead for the Hilltoppers. They led 13-0 in halftime. Receivers left and right, split backs. Hand off to a Cord. No, he fakes it, and it's going to be a pitch from J.J. Wright to Randy Wheeler. We'll move the benches back a little bit, and you get a little bit more help when you're on your own sideline. It's kind of like in baseball when a catcher goes over near the dugout to make a catch. Get a little bit more help when your own team's there on the side.
This is true.
6:36, third quarter of play. Receiver in the slot on the left side. Juris right, hand off to Accord. He's got a big hole, and really the only man that got in his way. First down and 10 from the Schlarman 37-yard line.
He's picked up almost as many yards as he had in the first half so far. He's got 11 yards so far.
Beginning of the
And we're back.
Welcome back. Danville leading Champaign Centennial 14-0 beginning of the fourth quarter in Champaign. 6:22 left to go here in the third quarter. Westville with the handoff to Jake Accord. It's going to pick up the Vikings trying to go to 4-0 and perhaps inch up in those 5A rankings. They're 10th this week. Centennial also coming in at 3-0, defending Big 12 East champions. We're in the ICC here at Westville. 13-6, Schlarman leads. Handoff to the fullback, Accord, straight up the middle. A flag coming in. A little offense, but this motion penalty is going to back up Westville and bring up a second down and 8 play from the 35-yard line. Seven-point lead for Schlarman. Westville trying to cut within one and then make up their minds after then what they would do on the conversion play, down by 1. Quick pass, right looking, put the ball in the air that time. Accord had been eating up some big yardage, and now you put yourself in a passing situation. Third down and 8 from the 35-yard line.
Well, I think it was the element of surprise on that play. They were used to him running it several plays in a row.
Pitch left to Wheeler, looking for some blocking, and looks like a fumble. The ball is loose, recovered by Schlarman at the 43-yard line. Down at 10 for Schlarman. Two receivers split to the short side, I formation. Cornett and Spain. Hand off to the first man through Cornett. He's going to be stacked up for a loss on the play.
Number 24, Ryan Cornett.
And that really, Dave, I believe our first turnover in the ball game. We had, of course, a couple of high snaps on punts. Those don't officially count as turnovers. There's an incomplete. Yeah, we did have one pickoff in the first half. Of course, it was Spain, Tim Spain. Can't forget about him.
Well, it's really only, 2 turnovers in the game then. One this half and one the first half.
One by each ball club, but again, we mentioned the snaps that have gone errant for Schlarman that led to the one touchdown by Westville here in the second half. Deep pass is going to be long, and lining up is Schlarman to punt. Back deep, Jeremy Jones, along with Dudley. This time it's a good snap. Davis takes his time, gets away a good kick. It bounces at the 20, 15, 10, taking a big Schlarman bounce and down at the 7-yard. 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter of play. Westville down by 7 with the football. Split backs, receivers left and right. J.J. Wright gives it straight up the middle to Jake Accord.
Tackle by number 66,
Chris Hughes now coming back in for Westville. Coming in defensively is Ryan Cornett for Schlarman. Both teams making a change here on the second down and 8 play. Coming out, split far to the right side is Chris Hughes. Receiver left is Dudley. And it's going to be a handoff to Accord. Accord driving his way, hauling tacklers for positive yardage of an option where they can fake to Accord, and J.J. Wright can keep it. So we'll see where they go this time. 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. A big third down and 3 play coming up. Setting up on the 18-yard line. 3rd down and 3. Receivers split left and right. Split backs are Wheeler and Accord. Right, quarterback sneak, and it looks like he is going to be close, and I think he's got the first down. We'll have to wait and see where they mark. It's a big play for Westville. They did not want to be forced to make a decision on whether or not to go for it on 4th down, and the quarterback Wright picks it up. 1st down at 10. Hughes split to the right. Dudley to the left. Split backs are Wheeler and Accord. Wright fakes it. Pitch right side to Wheeler. Cuts it back up the middle, and he is going to be brought down by Cody Runcup of 1 for Wheeler. As that time they fake the handoff up the middle to Accord and pitch right side to Randy Wheeler. Dudley this time split far to the right. Juris split out left. Right up under center, 2nd down and 9. This time gives it to Accord. He barrels his way forward, right up the gut line, or just short of the 30-yard line at the 28. Under a minute left to go in the 3rd quarter of play. 13-6, Schlarman leads Westville. Hughes comes back in for the Tigers. So again, a big 3rd down and short play coming up. The last time it was a quarterback keeper by J.J. Wright. Receivers split left and right, a whistle, and an official's timeout. Equipment problem for Wheeler and Accord in the backfield. Again, a quarterback sneak, and this time, I don't think so. J.J. Wright, with his forward progress, got out close to the 30-yard line, and this will probably call for a measurement. The stick standing right at the 1st down. He was knocked back behind the line, but he got the football out far enough for a 1st down. So the 2nd time we see a 3rd down quarterback sneak conversion.
He's done a good job tonight in running that play.
And we'll see if they get one more play off here in the 3rd quarter. It will be close. 10 seconds. 1st down and 10 from the Westville 30. Up under center is Wright. Handing off to Jake Accord, and Jake gets 1, bringing up 2nd and 9, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. And Westville will have the football, 2nd down and 9. Moving now from east to west here, as Westville is going to take a timeout, believe it or not. So after the 4th
services, a tradition of caring. That's Barrick & Son Funeral Home at 440 North Walnut in Danville. Barrick & Son Funeral Home supports high school athletics and extends best wishes to all involved.
Jake Accord off the handoff, picks up about 4 yards. Tackle Jake Accord, 4-yard pickup. 3rd down and 6 from their own 34-yard line. 13-6. Westville trailing Schlarman. Westville with the football. Both teams at 0-3. One of these teams will come out tonight with their first victory. Ryan Dudley, split left. One man split to the right. Split backs. J.J. Wright. Hand off to Accord, and not this time. 3rd down and 6. They go with a run. We've seen him. He kicks off. So,
What's he weigh, about 250?
They've got him listed here at 250. It will be a punt for Westville. J.J. Wright back there, pressure on. He gets the kick away. Somehow, like Houdini, he gets the kick away. It's caught by Brendan Fahey at the 30-yard line, angles towards the right sideline, 35, bounced out of bounds at them and blocked it. But now they'll have to drive about 61 yards. 1st down and 10 from their own 39, 10:27 left to go. They lead 13-6. Guy Goodlove pacing the sideline. 2 receivers split left for Schlarman. Offset I formation, pitch left goes to Tim Spain. Spain's got about 3 and now out for a 5-yard pickup to the 4th. Game plan, which has given them a 13-6 lead thus far, and they'll try to eat some clock here and keep the ball on the ground with 9:36 left to go. Brown and Quentin Cahill split right. Offset I formation this time. The pitch right to Spain. He avoids one tackle, grabbed by the jersey, and he's going to lose a couple of yards on the play. in on the tackle. 4 minutes left to go, and if Schlarman can pick up a first down or two here, they really begin to make this a short ball game. 13-6, they lead by 7. A big 3rd down and 7 play. 2 receivers split left in the slot is Cornett. Straight sprint out left by Zedrick. Now circles back right side, avoids 2 tacklers, throws it up for grabs, looking for his man Steve Brown, makes the catch sliding, and he's got a first down as he slides out of bounds up across midfield to the 47-yard line by Jake Zedrick. And that's one of the biggest plays we've seen all night long. 8:24 left to go. 13-6, Schlarman with a fresh set of downs, first down and 10 from the 48. Dropping back is Zedrick. He's passing, looking, and it's going to be short, diving, and just missing it on the play prior to that one. That was not a very well thrown ball, and luckily for Schlarman, it was not intercepted. 8:09 left to go in the ball game. Westville needs to stop the Hilltoppers on this set of downs. 2nd down and 10. Setting up on the right hash mark. Fahey split right, 2 receivers left, Cornett in the slot left. In the shotgun, Zedrick. Being pressured, screen pass to Cornett, and he is going to be brought down for a loss. From just about midfield for Schlarman. 7:38 left to go. Schlarman 13, Westville 6. Quentin Cahill split right along with Steve Brown. In the slot on the right side is Cornett. The tailback is Spain. Zedrick. Sprint out right side. Flips it up. Cornett can't make the catch, and he is pasted as the ball just out of his hands. 4 more minutes off this 4th quarter clock.
Well, that certainly would have made more sense to keep the ball on the ground, eat that clock up as much as possible.
So now a punting situation, and it's been an adventure all night long for Schlarman. Again, a high snap. Davis this time fields it and gets off a kick. He doesn't really care what kind of kick he gets off. It's just the fact he caught the football, and it took a Schlarman bounce. Left to go in the 4th quarter, 13-6.
I'll let Jim McCarthy ask that question tomorrow.
Westville leading by 7. Westville trailing by 7, 13-6, 7 minutes left to go. Handoff goes to Wheeler. He breaks a tackle at the line and busts his way out for a first down. Going to be a pickup.
The time for headline news is always now. Headline News, a CNN network. Check cable listings for channel number.
It is 8:58 at WITY. This just in, Danville 21, Champaign Centennial 6 with 2 minutes left to go in the game. And
Danville looks like they should get that victory at Centennial right now. Westville trying to drive down and possibly tie or take the lead in this ball game against Schlarman. They trail 13-6. 6:18 left to go. It's going to be 2nd down and 6.
That's been Danville's toughest opponent all year, isn't it, so far?
44-yard line. Wheeler has a first down and more into Schlarman territory across the 40 to the 37-yard line. Randy Wheeler is
that play, wasn't it?
About a 16-yard pickup. He goes into Schlarman territory at the 38-yard line. Dudley split to the left. Split backs. J.J. Wright takes the handoff, keeps it himself, buries his way forward. He'll pick up on 4. Westville trailing by 7. They'll have it 2nd down and 9 from the Schlarman 37-yard line with 5:17 left to go in the ball game. Receivers split left and right, split backs are Wheeler and Accord. J.J. right up under center, hands it off to Wheeler. This time he is stacked up for a pickup of 1 or 2. 3rd down, big play coming up. 3rd down and about 6 from the 36-yard line. They're right smack dab in the middle of the field. They've got a receiver split to the right, Dudley. Split to the left is Chris Hughes. 3rd down and 6. Split backs. We'll see if J.J. Wright drops back to pass. He will. Looks down the middle, throws it. It's tipped, and it is caught. It is down. And if Schlarman can pick up a couple of first downs, it's going to be tough even if Westville can get the football back. 13-6. Hilltoppers by 7 with the football coming off that big interception. Timeout. Schlarman, 4-0.
You make purchases without cash and have the convenience of a card accepted around the world. Don't get tackled with an ordinary credit card. Score the winning touchdown. Sign up for a credit card today at the 579 Credit Union on Tilton Road, where members make the difference.
Tim for Westville, a tipped interception into the hands of the Schlarman defender. 2nd down and 6 from the Westville 27-yard line. 3:32 left to go. Schlarman leads 13-6. Pitch left to Spain. Follows his blockers and spins out for a pickup of a couple, and that'll bring up 3rd down and short. Tie this game up or win the ball game. If Schlarman can pick up a 1st down here, they can whittle this clock away. I believe Westville still has 1 timeout left. High formation with Cornett and Spain. Receivers split left and right. Zedrick up under center. 3rd down and 2. Hands it off to Spain. Spain is not going to get a 1st down. He's going to lose one. And that'll bring up a punting situation. Catch those high snaps. And we'll see who it is this time. It looks like 42, Corey Rundle. Back deep to receive Ryan Dudley. He's a game breaker if he can get some room to run. Kick is blocked. The snap was a good one, but it's blocked. And it's going to be picked up by Westville at the 15-yard line. The kick was blocked. Rundle got a good... Chris Atwood was in there on the pressure, and it looked like he got the football. So with 1:54 left to go and the clock ticking, 13-6, Westville trailing in Schlarman territory at the 15-yard line. Receivers split left and right, split backs. J.J. Wright handing off to Accord. Accord, a fumble on the play. The ball is loose, recovered by Schlarman. This game up, and even if they don't do that, if they can just secure the football, it is going to be very tough for Westville. And now the Tigers' only choice really is to just try to go after it. I believe Westville still has 1 timeout, so Schlarman will have to run the ball. It's going to be a keeper by Zedrick, and it's tried to be pried away, but Schlarman, and let's see if they take a knee. They've got 2 receivers split wide left. Fahey in the backfield with Cornett. Up under center, Jake Zedrick. He does hand it off to Fahey, and he makes sure that no reason now for Schlarman to hand the football off. A knee here a couple of times, and this game should be over. No reason to take the chance on a handoff. We'll see if that's what Tom Newbold has in mind. Zedrick up under center. Waits for the time to tick down and does take a knee and gets out of the way. The whistles blow, and that should be it.